to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. If you're one of my returning subscribers, just thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support of me and your support of each other. I couldn't do this without you, so thank you for being here. If you have stumbled across this channel for the very first time, please pull up a chair and join us. I do pick a card readings on this channel. So please join us and grab yourself some snacks and a cup of tea, because we are all friends when we gather here together. So today's pick a card, we're looking at the person on your mind, and do you ever cross their mind? Do you ever come into their into their thoughts? And if you do, what are some of those thoughts that they have of you? We have 3 piles for you to choose from today. Pile number 1 with the elephant spirit and the hag stone. Pile number 2 with the black egg and the stone cross. And pile number 3 with the swan and the driftwood. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, whichever symbol is calling out to you, there may be a message waiting for you from Spirit. And I'm going to jump right into pile number 1 today. Again, our topic is, do you ever cross their mind? Hello everybody. In pile number 1, you were drawn to the elephant card and to this beautiful hag stone. The elephant card really speaks to endurance for me. You can see this, it's almost like a matriarch holding a flame through the dark night. There's a loneliness about this card. So there could be this message coming in that you feel like you're carrying the torch alone, that you have to lead this, and you're wondering if there's anybody out there to match your energy or meet you halfway in this energy. Do you ever cross their mind, and what are some of their thoughts of you? Pile number 1. Do you cross their mind? Do they ever think about you? Oh my goodness. Oh, we've got the Hermit with the Devil out here. Not only do they think about you, but it's a bit of a problem for them, to be honest. It's a little bit of an issue in their life. It's something that they carry with them all of the time. But there's also a sense here of them feeling really stuck too. Yeah, you definitely cross their mind. And they feel sort of hopeless to shift things in themselves. We have, oh, 7 of Pentacles. I didn't even see that underneath. 7 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Star. They feel a little bit hopeless to create change themselves, and it's like they're sitting in a position of limbo right now. They feel like perhaps being in your life or making moves on how they feel about you could create chaos for themselves, but they do still think about you all the time. And I feel like you're not alone in that burden, because they do feel a special connection to you. And there's a sense of them like waiting for something, waiting to, again, to make a decision. I feel like this person could have something that holds them back. And that something varies, because I am dealing with collective energy here. But sometimes the Devil talks about something physically holding me back. Sometimes it's insecurity. Sometimes it's people. So take it as it resonates to your situation. But the Hermit is showcasing all of the hope that they're still experiencing in the present moment here. And they have an expectation that somehow the 2 of you will get a chance to sort of hash it out, mull it over a little bit here. Queen of Pentacles. You could also, your position could be something that holds them back as well. Somebody in this connection is juggling their feelings, their responsibilities with their thoughts, with their desires. So the very profound thoughts of you, pile 1. And feeling like they're trapped from being able to do anything about it. 4 of Wands. There could very well be some type of commitment that you or they are a part of. It could be 2-sided as well. 3 of Swords. We also have here Knight of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. They really struggle with the weight. They really struggle with how long it's been. And it could be a long time. And they're really struggling with that. They do have a sense of impatience coming in, because there is heartbreak here. Sometimes but I feel like could be third party as well, because they don't want to cause the heartbreak, and they don't want to be in any more heartbreak than what they are already experiencing. The Magician. They don't feel like they can do anything about it right now. They don't feel the power in the situation. Oh. And Justice says, you know, if we feel powerless, we are right. So this disconnect, this separation that exists in this connection is a result of somebody's position potentially here as well with the Justice. But the Four of Cups is a sense of apathy and feeling ill-equipped to create change because of maybe your position, because of their position. There could be children involved in one of these scenarios as well, so take that as it resonates. But we have the Knight of Cups and we have the Nine of Wands. They pass the buck a little bit to say that it may be your position that stops them from being able to come towards you. And they have claimed that they have had this thought process and this desire and almost like a pressure building inside of them to communicate with you in some way. Oh, and for a reunion and a relationship for a long time. For a very long time, wanting to bring forward a love offer, but hesitating. So it's very much strongly connected to you. Definitely on your mind, or on their mind, rather. What are their thoughts, please? You have the Milk. It's, you know what, there's a real tie to their home situation, but there's also this sense of you like nourishing them. This connection, being able to nourish them or offer them some type of nourishment. It's like the entry point to bliss or happiness, and it haunts them. There's the Ghost. It haunts them. So yes, they can't share that information. The Moon on the back of the deck, it is something they do have to suppress, but they reflect about you and the past all the time. It's something that burdens them all of the time. So this elephant with half a tusk that has been damaged because of this, you know, there's been pain here because of the separation. That's also their energy. It's not just you if you experience that too. What are their thoughts of you? Growth. I feel like they're trying to accomplish things during this wait. And sometimes I feel like their thoughts of you get in the way of that. That's why we saw that Two of Pentacles. It gets in the way of that. These roots are deep, that how they feel about you have longevity, and the roots are deep here, but it's sort of getting in the way of all the other growth that wants to happen. It's keeping them prisoner. Oh, look. The recovery and the soulmate card coming out for you. That's why they can't let go. That's what they think, that this may be a soulmate connection if you subscribe to that idea. And there's like no escaping it for them. They are the key to their own recovery, as Spirit says, but there's no escaping it. They think you are actually the key to their recovery here. But they could be afraid of gossip, or maybe you are somebody afraid of other people's opinions and being interjected into the situation. So take that as it resonates. When you cross their mind, what are their thoughts, please? When you cross their mind, what are some of their thoughts? We have here girl talk, time with friends, moving on, living in the moment, missing the friendship that could have existed between the two of you. And wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection. This could be a desire, but I do feel like there could be an actual commitment here with the Justice, with the Queen of Pentacles, healing heart, healing from the heartbreak, freedom from their toxic relationship or addiction. The Devil can really talk about that too. So the Devil can be an actual card of addiction as well. It can really signify actual things that hold us back. And if we are addicted to things, we know what we need to release. When you cross their mind, what are those thoughts? I don't know how to reveal myself to you or tell you the truth in this situation. I'm trying to let go of the past. It's like they know it's not good for them to hold on, but they can't seem to detach themselves. You can even see in the soulmate card how their eyes are closed, but that third eye is wide open to the soulmate energy. So it's like even though they're trying to suppress it, they can't help it. I dream of a second chance with you, but I do feel stuck. I'm haunted by this. I'm haunted by this connection. Back of the deck says, but I feel like I've made my bed and I have to lie in it. Not much they feel like they can do about the situation. Let's get some cards here. Whoops, I'm sorry for the wobble. When you cross their mind, what are some of the thoughts they have of you? Pile number 1. Haunted by this connection. And right out of the gate with the Devil and the Hermit, right out of the gate, they're like, I can't shake this. Have you forgotten all about me? I'm afraid that I've already lost you in this connection. And this feels like an obsession. A wake-up call. It's like I didn't realize I loved you until it was too late. I didn't realize that I was going to miss you this much. Making plans, but I do need time. I miss you terribly, do you? But I'm stuck right now. Back of this deck says, I would try again in a heartbeat. I believe it. I believe they would try again in a heartbeat. Let's get a charm bowl for you, group 1. Definitely on their mind. Oh, we have the Rose of Hope that fell in from an old reading. Interesting. Still holding out hope, still keeping that light and that flame, that ignition on. Their thoughts of you currently. The Tower, trying to avoid chaos. Trying to avoid creating chaos, so they're delaying their own gratification because they're trying to avoid chaos in your life, maybe their life. They could be worried about being rejected by you as well with this Queen of Swords, because she's very swift with that knife when she is not pleased. So delaying the truth or delaying the movement because of that fear of change. We have the letters Q and T and E. We have my. We have the owl looking at things from a higher perspective. Very strong air energy. We also have a C. We have here the Empress. We have the hammer, so this person could work with tools, or it talks about needing effort, a practical plan towards our goals to create change here. We have the Chariot, a sense of decision. We also have here the lips, which is a symbol of seduction for me as well. All right, group 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated. If it did, I would love for you to join our beautiful family here and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to drop me a comment below and hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can check out my Etsy account for a personal reading. It will be empty for the next couple of days because I'm going away on a little honeymoon, but I will be making an announcement when I come back when that shop is open again. But I hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a very beautiful day today. Take care. Hello everybody. In pile number 2, you were drawn to the Stone Cross. I don't know where to put this, over here, or the Black Egg, and this is your reading. Do you ever cross their mind? And if you do, what are some of those thoughts that they have about you? The Black Egg is a symbol of potential. The egg is always a potential that holds a lot of growth possibility, but the black egg can sometimes signify this sense of reaching an expiry date or things having turned a certain way. So there could be a loss of hope here, some very sort of negative vibrations associated with that, and a kind of a stubbornness, even with the Stone Cross, a stubbornness. But let's take a look and see, do you cross their mind? And if you do, then what are some of those thoughts that they have about you in this connection? Do you cross their mind? You have the Three of Wands. We have the Page of Wands with the Queen of Wands. You could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. There could be fire energy here in droves. We have the Seven of Pentacles. It's showing itself with the Ace of Pentacles, and then I'm seeing the Hanged Man, but I'm going to throw that one back. Do you cross their mind? The Justice. And the Four of Cups. Back of deck is that Hanged Man. Can we clarify the Three of Wands, please? Do you cross their mind? And if you do, what are their thoughts of you? Ace of Cups. So there's almost a cheekiness coming in from them of like, you know, I've moved on, it's fine. But there's a real sense of them liking to fantasize about this connection. They like to spend their time fantasizing about it, but there's almost this like complacency in the feelings. It's like that, yes, they think about you, but they are used to thinking about you and missing you. It's like they've become accustomed to that. We have the Ace or the Page of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. There is a sense too here with the Justice card of an imbalance that exists, but I feel like they don't like to acknowledge that, the Ten of Swords, because they are in this mode of like, there's nothing I can do about it, or it's too late. There's this attitude of it's too late. I've already started over emotionally, but I feel like this is not the truth because we have this strength. They're trying to tame how they're feeling. They're trying to convince themselves almost that they have moved forward, that they have a whole new life, that they're rebuilding, but they're not really trusting their inner instinct. They're not listening to their truth truly, because I even feel like they still watch you as well. So if you weren't on their mind, then why would they be watching you? Type of energy. It's like they try to convince themselves that they don't care. And maybe it's an attempt to really try to let go because it's painful. Like this Ten of Swords, that's pain. They don't like to show it. They like to sort of be stoic in their position, but that's a pain. And with the Four of Cups, it's like they don't know how to get out of it. So you cross their mind, but there's almost like this acceptance to how things are, that there is no hope for this connection. And that's not necessarily the truth of the connection, but that's how they perceive it. Because even the Seven of Pentacles is sometimes called the impatience card, but it's like there's no urgency in this one. There's no urgency in it. They like to think of this opportunity, but it's like they're comfortable not acting upon their desires, because this Page of Wands is very much not on the same level as this Queen of Wands, and there's an intimidation factor here. We have a lot going on here, so I'm going to put those back for a moment, but we have the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and we have this Two of Wands, which shows about the effort they need to put into change if they wanted to have change happen. But they're waiting. There's a Nine of Wands. It's like they're waiting here. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Their Four of Pentacles mentality is like this hoarder mentality of not wanting to let go completely, but also not a willingness to sort of risk and open up a new opportunity for themselves. And it has a lot to do about being potentially rejected, or has a lot to do with your position, or being sort of judged, or having other people's opinions thrown on me, but they feel powerless. It's like they don't feel like they have the ability to act. It's like they want someone to save them from it. But truly what the Nine of Wands can afford us is a strength. Is the strength from this Strength card to be able to push ourselves through. And this Ten of Swords, you can see that they're reaching here, but they're failing to see the sun. They're failing to actually look and see that there is still some positives left. But they're in a very sort of, it is what it is type of mentality with this Black Egg. It's like I'm trying to convince myself I've had a new emotional beginning, when in truth I'm still struggling with it. I'm still struggling with my desire towards this person. And there's a urgency building up too. They try to hide it very well, though. This dragon is really speaking to me about sort of hoarding and secrecy and keeping things inside and protection, because they feel like there's nothing they can do. And that's true if they truly believe that. If they truly believe that and they don't act upon the opportunity, it's true. There is no hope in the situation because they won't act upon it. What are some of the things that cross their mind when it comes to you? What do they think about when it comes to you? They're still very attracted to you, and I feel like they are actively watching you. You could have actually moved on into another connection and have a family. Here is the family card. There's some sort of foundation in place, and we do have this Queen of Pentacles. We have devotion. Oh, as much as they have sort of given up on the hope of ever having you again in any type of capacity, it's like they don't have any intention of releasing it. Releasing it entirely. Logically, they know that they should, but here's that Nine of Wands of them still holding on. It's like, I know I should let it go. My, intuition tells me, but I can't. They can't release. There's a possessiveness to this connection. So lots of devotion towards you. And they are keeping tabs on you, pile 2. Keeping tabs on pile 2. When you cross their mind, what are some of the thoughts they have of you? Unfinished business. And there's that egg. Unfinished symphony in this connection. But feeling like they can't change things. There's a remorse and a regret and a loss in that. But they don't know that they can step outside of their comfort zones or their position to change it. But loyal heart, devotion, they are very loyal to this connection. And they're in this state of limbo, in between worlds. And this is a foundation phase for this connection, whether they realize it or we realize it or not. This is a foundation phase, and a lot can be gained in the in-between when we feel a source of power and focus and confidence. We can create the wheel. We can kind of turn back time, and this black egg is now sort of alive again with possibility because this person was able to rise out of their emotional state and see the sun, see that there is a gateway for them. And whatever we're feeding into that energy is going to sort of manifest in a form in the future. How do they feel? What are some of their thoughts about you when you cross their mind? I'm trying to become a better person. I'm trying to move forward and have a new life. I'm trying to not let this connection hold me back. I want to see you again, though. There are things that have been left unsaid in this connection. I'm forever yours. They are so loyal to you here. The loyal heart, the devotion card. I wish I'd been more honest. And I dream of a second chance. But that's the problem in the dream realm. It's about practical steps towards our goals. When we're stuck in a 3D situation, when we're stuck in this experience, we need to play by those rules, and it needs a practical plan. So dreaming won't get us there. You take my breath away, the back of that deck. Where is that? Oh, it's right behind me. When they think about you, when you cross their mind, what are some of the thoughts they have? I have a lot of distractions in my life right now. I miss you terribly. Do you miss me? And wake up call coming out as well. I'm afraid you will not like the person that I've become. I think about you every damn day. So yes, you cross their mind all of the time. Can we try again? And you don't see it, but I think you're perfect. Well, we have trying to finish myself out. An unfinished business, we do need to talk. Back of the deck says, no one compares to you. Nobody compares to you, pile number 2. Let's get a charm bowl for you. So definitely on their mind, thinking about you every damn day, all the time. What are some of their thoughts? What can you add, Spirit, in the bowl? This person's thoughts of you when you cross their mind. King of Swords could be a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. We have the Three of Swords, and we have the Queen of Wands reverse. So there's an intimidation factor here. So it's like they're drawing upon logic. They're like intimidated to act. And when we have this Queen of Wands or even the King of Wands in reverse, there's a sense of not being ready to act upon our desires here. Because they're drawing upon this logic. They have things to say. You definitely cross their mind. And honestly, there is a really sadness. There's a sadness in the separation. There's a heartbreak in that. Three of Swords can indicate a third party if that resonates with your situation as well. We have cassette, outdated thinking with the cassette. Thinking that they've already lost the opportunity. L, A, and J. We have the Empress. We also have the Whale, expressing ourselves. We have the music note. So there could be music or songs that really bring you back to a time and place with this person. We also have Play and Forever. And you know what song is ringing through my mind is that song Dreams. It's like when I want you in my arms, whenever I want you with all of your charms, all I have to do is dream. And that's a very safe, dependable place for you to lay in their ethereals, right in their dream world here, dreaming of that second chance. All right, group number 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated, and if it did, I would love to hear your story in the comments section, and I would love for you to join our family here if you haven't done so already by subscribing to the channel. Please drop me a comment below and hit your notification bell if you do, so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can check out my Instagram account as well, and my Etsy link below for a personal reading if you feel called to. The next couple of days there will be limited spots in the Etsy shop because I am going away for a few days, but I will be making an announcement as soon as I get back. But I hope that you come back here for another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a very beautiful day. Take care. Hello everybody. In pile number 3, you were drawn to this piece of driftwood, feeling adrift perhaps, or to this swan spirit here. And the swan is sort of a reflection of itself. So there could be like mirrored energy here. There could be soulmate vibes in this connection as well. You could be kind of experience very mirrored soul paths, or having a very sort of mirrored experience in the karmic cycle that you're in at this moment. There is a sense of sort of going with the flow too here with the driftwood as well. So let's see. Do you ever cross their mind? And if you do, what are some of the thoughts they have of you? Do you ever cross their mind, pile 3? Do you ever cross their mind? 8 of Pentacles. This could be somebody that you worked with, potentially, or went to school with. So take that as it resonates. It's like they're your counterpart, or they're like around the same age as you. Like it's like you guys grew up together in some way, or there's some sort of similarities there. 4 of Swords. Do you ever cross their mind? 10 of Pentacles. And there is a real sense of a foundation, a solid foundation right this moment. King of Swords with the Page of Wands. And that King of Swords is the King of Thought. Along with that Page of Wands is the spark that creates all action here. So we have the 8 of Swords. Back of the deck is the 10 of Swords. Can we clarify the 8 of Pentacles? Do you ever cross their mind? And if so, what are their thoughts? Page of Swords. Yeah, you could have went to school with this person. I feel like they are like your counterpart in some way. Like, as I said, they're like the same age as you, or you were in the same class. Or 6 of Wands. They have a lot of responsibilities that they claim here. We have the Everything is Fine card. We saw the regular 10 of Swords in this deck, and this particular deck, the Modern Witch Tarot, has 2 versions of the 10 of Swords. One says Everything is Fine, and the other one says 10 of Swords. 7 of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Back of the deck is the 4 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. So when we have a 9 or 4 of Pentacle back of deck energy, there is a sense of hoarder energy with that card, but it's also a possession card. It's also insecurity card. So it's possession towards you, but also possession towards what they've built up for themselves. Because I do feel like this person is at the helm of something big. And it could be a business, it could be a family, it could be both. With the Ten of Pentacles, it's just that they've worked hard to put themselves in that position. The King of Swords is the king of thought, as I said. And we have that Page of Wands. You are on their mind. And it's like they do a really good job at pretending like it doesn't bother them and acting victorious, acting confident. But this Four of Swords, there's some torment in her. You know, often the Four of Swords is supposed to showcase some sort of healing that happens, but in this case, she's sort of tormented in this experience when it comes to this connection. Trying to make the best of the situation, I feel like, and acting like everything is absolutely fine. Feigning that confidence when obviously everything is not fine. And I do feel like they do check up on you if they're able to, online especially. I feel like they're able to check up on you. You can even see she's looking at her phone. It's like, I don't care anymore. And then looking at my phone. They are trying to sort of, I heard as I put down this card, it's green where you water it. And that's what they're trying to do. It's like they do fantasize about you and think about you. And there's a lot of repressed energy that wants to be headed in your direction, especially physical energy. But it's like they're trying to make the best out of the position they're in, and they're trying to water that garden at this time because their position means a lot to them, and their reputation means a lot to them. So it really does stop them from being able to see a way past the obstacles that they see in this connection. So they do wear masks in their life when it comes to you, and they've put themselves in this place that now traps them from being able to act upon their feelings and their thoughts. So definite thoughts of you constantly with the Four of Swords, because it's a retreat. It's a retreat inside that I have to make. And I feel like it's a very lonely place for them sometimes too, if I'm honest. What are their thoughts when you cross their mind? The Story. The Story card. This card is sort of, there's a lot going on this card. We have this skull down at the bottom to start, which talks about reality setting in and grief. The grief that they're experiencing with the disconnect in this connection. And there are things in this connection that really haunt them and that they keep revisiting. It's like they can't seem to pull themselves away from checking in on you if they're able, because the devil's here. It's like an entrapment. But the devil also talks about what they feel like they could be stuck in as well. Now these are prisons of their own design with that Eight of Swords. And then we have that little rabbit, again with the Page of Wands energy, wanting to leap, but knowing that that thought about you is safe in the mental realm as long as we don't act upon it. But really wanting adventure, a lot of curiosity about you, wondering about you. What are their thoughts when they think about you when you cross their mind? We have power, but it was in the reverse. They don't see their own power. They have power, but they don't see it right now. But that's truly what the King of Swords is good at, though, is he's supposed to be good at telling himself the truth and telling other people the truth. But there's a sense here with the bees on back of deck that this person could feel like they're sacrificing what they want in your connection for these seeds that they have planted. So please take that as it resonates. What are their thoughts of you? What are their thoughts of you? Pile 3. We have reflection, illusion, self-examination, and distortion. It's like they don't remember the past accurately anymore. Because it's been so long potentially here too. And we have attachment, letting go of restrictions and fear. But I do feel like there could be actual attachments that they feel are holding them in place as well. And they have an attachment to you that won't seem to shake. And it could be because there is a really strong connection here. We have purification through fire, bare essentials, the naked truth, wholeness. And that's what the Page of Wands wants to do. He wants to charge down the path and lay it bare. He wants to blaze the way. And they do have very sort of heated energy towards you. What are they thinking about? What are their thoughts that cross their mind when it comes to you? We have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. it's like you're a beautiful distraction from all of the responsibilities that they feel on their shoulders, because it's like they are expected to be serious. It could be because they have these types of commitments with the children. Your love life is being affected. And we have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic interest. So I feel like there is something else in place for them right now. A lot of responsibilities that they take seriously. But they like this idea of you. They like to think about you. They like to fantasize about you with the Page of Wands. What are their thoughts, please? What do they think about when you cross their mind? I have things that I need to tell you. And I don't want you to give up on us. And I feel like they don't want to, they can't see themselves letting you go, but they're also, they don't know if they have the strength to navigate through these obstacles when they are the obstacle. I still feel jealous over you. Still feel that possession. We have past life connection, which could explain why you feel so tied to this person. And I cannot make the first move towards you because I am stuck. I didn't realize I loved you until it was too late, on the back of that deck. Let's get some more messages here. Do you ever cross their mind? What do they think of when they think of you? Making plans, but I need time. I don't feel that they will execute some of these plans, though. I feel like a lot of these plans will maintain in the fantasy realm, unfortunately. Have you forgotten me? Every song I hear is about you. I feel like they look for you. They look for connections to you wherever they go. Oops. I'm on the fence about what I can accomplish in this connection. Oops, my life is in chaos right now. And I'm haunted by this connection. I would try again in a heartbeat. You don't see it, but I think you are perfect. Back of the deck says, I watch your social media. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 3. Are you on their mind? Do they think about you? Yes, they do. What are some of their current thoughts in the bowl, please, Spirit? 10 of Wands. Knight of Wands, the Tower. The Tower not really coming out reversed or upright, sort of on a teeter here. And that's the on the fence energy coming through with the Knight of Wands too. It's like if I act upon my initial desires, it could come up and blow up in my face and cause chaos for me or other people. So there's an aversion to that. The 10 of Wands is a card about burdens, but it talks about the desire to unburden themselves. And the only way that they can unburden themselves of this desire for you and the thoughts of you and to gain clarity on the situation is to kind of go boldly towards the situation and face the Tower moment. But that is the holdup, and they think about that a lot. We have a snake in the bowl. We have the letter V and G and L. I think they feel sneaky when they think about you in some type of way. We have a Cheshire cat smile. Somebody has a great smile here. We have wishes do come true, because I feel like you are a wish in their heart. We have the little fawn, the little baby deer. I always think about childhood with that card. So children could be a factor. You may have known this person when you were a child. We have angels watching over me. We have Cupid's arrow. And we have the little pumpkin, so October could be significant. We have the letter J as well. And we do have the star Aquarius in the bowl with a slice of watermelon. I always think of watermelon sugar high when I see the watermelon charm now. Thank you to TikTok for that. We also have here the star again, Aquarius energy of healing ourselves from something that we feel like we have lost over time. And it's a profound type of hurt as well. All right, group number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated. And if it did, I would love for you to please subscribe to the channel and drop me a comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. Please like this video as well. It really helps me to bring you more content. You can check out my account for Etsy with my link below, or for Instagram as well. My Etsy shop will be a little bit dormant for a few days just while I go on a little bit of a vacation, but I will be coming back and making an announcement very shortly next week. But I hope that you come back here to the Tarot Cottage for another day, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. Take care.